feed
is nonstop, yo.
Inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking-stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that is.
I'll be trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
His YouTube shorts.
Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You were talking about. You got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got.
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny. Yeah,
he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comments. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy who he does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him.
He
oh my
basically,
God.
Good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks, I'm gonna fucking, I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians, I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on, he did not say that.
Yeah,
he did not say that.
No, he did. He said, just doing
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or two ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
It's one of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
And there it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. Merry New Year. And welcome to the stream. This is Jokes Explained by an Expert, Friday, January 2nd. How was your New Year? Did you guys get fucked up? Did you guys got any good drug stories? Hey? Those are always funny. You do too many drugs? It's fucked up. Casket Butch.
Who's your fantasy quarterback?
Finger slipped.
Not his dad.
Just subscribed
Cam
for 7
Newton.
months. Thank you.
Not his dad.
For subscribing.
Cam Newton.
And Amy is twitching. Casket Butch. 2 kisses on the mouth for me even before the stream starts. Mwah. Kemke says, Happy New Year, screw happy holidays. Amen. Amen. Staying in the pocket. It's a merry New Year. Happy New Year. The good Christian New Year. Hey. Now, today on the stream, I've got a little selection for everybody. Of course, we're going to be playing Stand-Up Bingo, as usual. We have a lot of returning champions here today. We've got DJ Chemix, King Shaman, Amy's twitching. Brian Kelly says he almost OD'd on a Mexican cookie. I think that means overdue. He almost overdid it, which I think means you ate too much cookie, which could cause catastrophic bowel explosion. Elliot Whitehead says, will I undress? Not yet. We'll see. If the donations get high, maybe I should have a Myles takes his shirt off. You know what? But then it's a slippery slope, right? It's a slippery slope to a different kind of stream. And I am not ready for that yet. We'll see how this year goes. Maybe we'll get there. Travis Gravity, thanks for 100 bits. Now, what have we got on the stream today? We've got a little end of the year wrap up. There's so much great comedy in 2025. So there's a lot of content aggregators who've put together the best selection of jokes for 2025 that I will try to explain to some people. Thank you, Casket Butch. 100 bits. There's Brian there. Brian in the corner, upset. Wrap it up comedy, exactly. So what do we got here? So I've got a few things for you. I've got a I don't know if you've heard of the comedy channel Joke World. But Joke World, as you can see here, it has like a Star Wars kind of hyperdrive intro looking thing. Joke World has almost 750,000 subscribers, and what Joke World does is he finds comedy and he from other channels and he puts it on this channel, and so that people can find all the best comedy, and it often features a lot of the best comedians working today. And this is just an hour-long wrap-up of all the best comedy of 2025. So we're gonna have this, but before this, I'm gonna start with like some straight-up stand-up, because I want you guys to play a little bit of stand-up bingo. So we got the bingo cards ready to go here. Let me just check. We got only 12 players for bingo so far. That's not looking good, but I don't know if that makes the odds better or not. I don't think that's how bingo works, but I'm going to say it is. So let's check 12 players starting bingo. And we're going to start out here with, 2025 summed up with jokes. This is Tyler Fisher, comedian. Oh, sorry, again. If you win bingo, you get to submit a link to the chat of a video that you think needs to be explained. Ideally, it's a funny video that a lot of people are struggling to understand, and I will do my best to explain it as we head into 2026. This is going to be the biggest year for the joke explainer. We're gonna have tons more videos. Also, we're gonna have hopefully, maybe I will run in the midterms for Senator of Texas. We don't know. I'm still mulling it. I'm being cheeky with the press. They're always asking me, "Hey, Myles, are you gonna be running for Congress?" And right now, I think Vince from ShamWow, or HamWow, if you guys remember, the inappropriate comedy guy is running here in Austin, and that's a strong candidate, but I might give him a run for his money. All right. This is Tyler Fisher, best of 2025. Get your bingo cards ready in front of you, and let's explain a couple jokes here.
I think it would have been cool if she won. It was built on being a melting pot. Pretty amazing, having the very first retarded hyena in the Oval Office.
Strong start. Retard is short for ritardando, which is Italian for slow down. So when you reach the end of a musical phrase, or often the end of a piece of music, you'll see it'll say retardando. But some people use it as well as an insult here in the United States. So Kamala Harris here. So it's a bait and switch. It's right. It's opposite. I'm gonna say this is opposite comedy. And name comedy, because Kamala Harris is very famous loser here in the United States. Also a little bit of sound comedy. Kamala Harris's laugh. So he's making fun. So you think he's gonna say very first, Indian American to be president, Indian woman president of the United States, but no, he says hyena, retarded hyena. 36 Mexican stereotype, Mexican cookie OD. No, the Taladisco. That was an in chat. In chat jokes don't count. We're talking they have to be the best. You guys are the best chatters working today, but we're watching the best comedians working today. There's two different kinds. All right, let's keep going. That was very funny. I didn't check off opposite comedy though. We got name comedy. Where's opposite comedy? I can't find it, so we're just gonna go.
Well, here we go. Welcome to Nazi Germany.
Okay, so first of all, he's got a filter. This is a filter, so you can do this on your phone. You can alter your face to make wacky faces for, like, if you're doing content for babies. You'll find that infants often, when you make wacky faces at infants, they find it very entertaining. So these face filters allow you to entertain children directly. Funny scene. I'm gonna say, do we not have face comedy on this? Because face comedy is very important. I used to be a big face comedian back in the 80s.
I'm not even allowed to use the boys' bathroom. I'm 39, and I'm no longer allowed to use the boys' bathroom or the little girls' bathroom because we're living in hell.
Let me make one final plea, Mr. President.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be good. Bring it on, short hair.
And as you told the nation yesterday...
Honestly, I think I'd rather be in hell right now, just burning.
And then they brought in Tim Walz, the secret weapon.
So he was doing. So I mean, this shows the versatility. Did we get 28? Did he make a Hitler joke? He did. Yep. He mentioned Hitler. So Blue Magnum. Are you talking about Blue Steel? So he's doing a Trump impression here. Obviously, a lot of versatility.
Stand by that claim of calling Tim Walz retarded?
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with him. They brought him in, did you know, to appeal to straight white men? They're like, we need somebody to get that masculine, toxic, resting January 6th face vote. And they're like, bring out Tim. He's like... You get a tampon, only the guys. You get a tampon. Wait a minute.
That's prop con. Did he bring tampons to the show for this bit? That's amazing. So this is classic. This is a classic Tim Walz. This is a little bit of a Gutfeld adjacent joke here, but this is a joke about the Democrats running Tim Walz. Because they ever thought, oh, well, let's find a manly guy. They thought their strategy was, let's find the manliest guy ever to be our VP nominee. And thank you, Nude Panelins, for resubscribing. Kiss on the mouth. Wow.
Not his dad.
Cam Newton. And Tim Walz, famously one of the most flamboyant gay men in America today. Like Freddie Mercury level flamboyant homosexual. Crazy choice by the Democrats.
Is that Tim Walz? This is a Tim Walz lookalike contest. Can you give us...
Okay, this actually counts as crowd. Crowd does something funny. I'm gonna say is also crowd says something funny, because sometimes if you do it, it's like you say it. Great stuff. Your guy looks just like Tim Walz. Very gay. You can tell this is a very gay man, very effeminate. Just by the way he holds his hands so delicately, and he's got very small, delicate little glasses. Very, very gay. in a juxtaposition to Tyler Fisher here, he's got a very manly mustache. He's got a very aggressively masculine vest. Might be used for hunting. You can just tell.
It's a little. I wish I could do something, but I can't.
Now let me in. Ice is in the driveway. It is your gardener, Jose.
Okay. So, he's doing. So this is Mexican stereotype. There we go. Very funny stuff. So he's pretending to be Mexican in this one, and he's making fun of people getting deported in America, back to Mexico.
They are coming to get me.
This is accent. Yeah, this is an accent here. Great accent, number 26.
So sorry.
You're sorry. No, you don't have to be sorry. You just have to open the door. Amigo, she retarded, amigo.
And this is just a straight up. This is just music over a static meme on the internet. Possibly, I guess this was posted by him. I don't know if this is, or there's just something from his group chat.
As you can see here, John, this may be the most peaceful protest in history. People just having a good time watching peaceful cars burning peacefully.
Hi, everybody.
That's opposite comedy. We already checked that one off there. And I'll give you fun. There have been already multiple funny scenes. I think we're going to be getting a bingo pretty soon here. King Shaman says we should have more racist memes in Discord. Honestly, I have read that is huge for Discord channel growth.
It's Brian, and today we are going to combine all of the flags from all the current protests and causes, and we're going to do a little DIY and combine them into one big beautiful flag, saving us time and energy so you can go to.
So he's doing like a kind of an effeminate voice of like a liberal. He's making fun of a liberal person again. Classic target. Because they're just so fucking lame.
One protest and cover all the causes at once. And there we have it. We have the black LGBTQIA2+, Palamexa Ran Lives Matter flag. And of course, because COVID is not over, we are in our 15th wave. Let's throw some vaccines in there. And don't forget, we stole this land from the Native Americans, so let's throw a little headdress in there. Here comes the wheelchair.
You guys know who Jordan Peterson is?
Okay, hey, a little bit name. So let me explain this joke here. Okay, so he's making fun of the excessive inclusivity of left-wing soy-based people that are in America. And Casket Butch with the trembling guns. Amen. First Amendment rights in the chat. But anyway, he's making fun of, we'll do medical fact. He did mention COVID and the vaccine. Gordo is always in the details. Always in the details here. But yes, inclusivity. So there is, it is ridiculous when you start to include everybody, in America. America is, it's basically divided into two people, Republican and Democrat. That's all you need to know. And they're mortal enemies, and one day one will win, and then the other one will fully destroy the other one, and there will finally be peace. But the joke of the liberals being like, oh, there's all these different kinds of people here, very annoying. I don't like to think about more than one or three things at a time. When you start to introduce more subjects and histories and cultures, I'm like, my brain just switches off and I just start tailgating people. That's just what happens. And liberals need to understand this.
You know, well, you gotta rescue your mother from the liver of a salmon. You hear this bullshit?
There's the Jordan Peterson voice, the Jordan Peterson impression here.
You know, he's absolutely fucked.
Oh shit! And there he is. And look at how much taller he is than Tyler Fisher. Look at this. He's way taller. He could squish him. This is a crazy drop in. Could you imagine if you were at a comedy club and a huge comic like Jordan Peterson just dropped it. That's what's really cool about seeing live comedy, right? Like, you never know. Hey, you're watching a comedy show, you're enjoying a David Lucas set, and then all of a sudden, fucking Pete Hegseth drops in and does a set. Tucker Carlson just walks on stage with all his credits, and you're like, oh fuck, it's the guy from the podcast.
You look like you sell pocket watches door to door. This guy from 1825?
Oh, you're gonna do a roast. Comedian's been canceled. Yeah, I think we'll see both these guys for sure. The liberals have tried to cancel both these guys, but as you can see, sold out show. No one gives a shit.
You look like David Spade and Macaulay Culkin stormed the Capitol.
He's got, see, man, don't go toe to toe with Jordan Peterson.
Mr. Kennedy, I heard you say that vaccines can cause autism.
The science is not clear on that, but I can confirm whatever vaccines you took have caused full-blown mental retardation.
Perfect. So, 3 of these jokes, he's just simply calling people retarded, which is very funny to do. But it is very... So this is kind of a callback to the first 2 times he did that, and it does get funnier.
And that is racist! Why don't you go back in your wigwam and beat the crap out of your husband? Mr. Kennedy, do you support what is on these onesies? Look at these onesies. Available for $26.99, which is actually a pretty good deal.
Oh, and the Elon Musk thing. I don't know. Look, he's autistic. When an autistic person does this, it's their... No, I'm not kidding. I'm really not kidding. It's their way of saying, I don't like Jews. You know, it's their way of saying it.
Hey, great stuff. So that's another little bait and switch there, right? You're thinking he's going to say... says the opposite of what you of the thing you think he's going to say. Because you think he set it up, right? You think he's going to say, hey, Elon Musk is retardando. But he doesn't. Number 30. 63.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard, but my friend just said, oh, so hey, Robert De Niro's daughter came out as trans. She's gonna...
Super garble with the... Guys, that's super gobble. Like a turkey, like a mega turkey. Congratulations on the win. Oh, that was quick, eh? We'll come back to this. This is a great video. A lot of variety. A lot of laughs. A lot of variety. Let's get these bingo cards back out here. Super Garble already got video ready to go in the tank. And it's nice and short. Oh, man. Thank you. Keep this on the other side of my tab organization here. Let's get your bingo cards out and let's watch a little bit of Joke World Best of 2025. Congrats on the first bungo. Congratulations. Setting the tone for this year. This could be your year of the bingos. Okay, Mr. Pizza Bone says, can't wait to laugh. Get ready, hold on to something, because these are the best jokes of 2025. Get ready.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
2025 was a crazy year for comedy, to say the least. From comedians hosting the biggest award shows.
I am going to donate $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of America.
This is Nate Bargatze, very famous comedian. You can see him at the Wells Fargo Center, the Delta Center, the AT&T Stadium, and I think at the Talladega Speedway.
So, remember that. Remember how fun that was, because this part is hard to say. Every second you go...
Yeah, so Joke World doesn't just show, comedian clips. He'll also motion control the camera.
Over 45 seconds. we will deduct $1,000 away from the Boys and Girls Club. I know. Can't change it. This is a game I made up, and these are the rules. So...
Four-time WNBA All-Star Brittany Hicks is here. Give it up for Brittany.
That's a show called The Emmy. So there's a lot of awards shows. So we do a lot of awards here in America for a lot of different... There's a lot of things that go on here, and it's important to recognize. Like, a lot of people, you know, they make a lot of money, but they don't get publicly acknowledged for it, and it's important to do that as well.
Everybody. I'm joking around. That's my friend's wife. I knew none of you knew WNBA players.
To comedy podcasts making it.
Okay, and cool little percussion beat in the background there. And yeah, look at this. Top 10 shows in the U.S. Kill Tony and wrestling. Fuck yeah.
All the way to Netflix.
300 plus comedians next door in a dilapidated.
Look at how red this is, eh? Look at the red in the room. This is how you turn red. You hang out in a red room, you have red light therapy, and you just get more and more successful the more red you are surrounded by.
Bar, waiting, hoping that they get pulled out of this bucket. And what they don't know, and what none of you know, is this music. Episode will be on, right on cue, an epic moment in our long, crazy history.
And even some of the most dramatic moments of the year.
I don't know that comedians have had that much power.
Are you out of your mind?
No, I'm being serious.
Joe Ray. I'm not gonna.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
2025 was one of the most impactful years in comedy history. And after watching this video, you'll be caught up with every single detail. This is the Joke World Comedy News Year in Review. In case you're new here, this channel reports on all of the most important stories related to the stand-up comedy universe.
Yeah, it's important. There's a lot of news stories happening in stand-up comedy. I always, you know, for years, since I was very young, I'd open up the newspaper, and it used to be in the newspaper. You'd open up the, you know, the New York Times, the Washington Post, and they would have like a columns talking about what comedians talking shit about which other one on the podcasts, and then that would be reflected in the stock market. But now you can watch it all on YouTube, which is amazing.
And today we're looking back at each one of those videos from 2025 in order to create an extensive 365-day comedy news recap, starting all the way back on New Year's Eve. 2025 started off hot with Kill Tony's most casual arena show yet, selling out back-to-back nights at H-E-B Arena in Austin, Texas for two loaded episodes to ring in the new year with guests like Joe Rogan, Harland Williams, and Joe Biden.
I'm here with Bill Rhodes, a Kill Tony fan. Tell me what you love about Kill Tony, Bill.
Okay, so I guess this is the first big joke of 2025 here with this comedian.
It's a cool opportunity for people to just come in and show what they've got, and market, and get to meet other comics.
Have you ever been pulled from the bucket of destiny?
I have right at about a year ago. The episode was recorded right before the last New Year's Eve show, and it aired right after the last New Year's Eve show.
Nice. Well, that could be seen as maybe like a little bit of good luck going into tonight.
Okay, so this guy, he's already got his own. You can recognize his face here, matches the face on the shirt, and he's got his brand here. The foul mouth teacher. It's important before you even start comedy to have your merch ready and have your brand ready. How are you going to fit into the recommendation algorithm, right? And he's like, hey, he swears and he's a teacher. So people who like teacher content and people who swear are going to get that on their tickety-talk.
How'd it go?
I was good. I got a big joke book. I got fired from my teaching job, and yeah, it was fun.
Oh, you know it's good when you get fired.
So you did a set on Kill Tony?
Yes, sir.
That people saw it, reported you to the school?
Yeah, Amy and Human Resources saw it.
You're the Pflugerville guy, right?
Hutto. I was that Hutto guy.
What exactly did they fire you for?
I worked in the prison system, so I compared working with inmates to working with students. So basically I said the only way to get fired from either job is to fight one or f*** one.
Oh shit, you can't make jokes about fucking kids when you're an educator. But you know what? Sometimes you gamble like that, it'll pay off because, you know, in America, teachers, I think, are paid in. I think they just get free food at the cafeteria. I don't know if they totally get a salary. I think they get like a couple dollars.
We'll edit laughter in there.
Here and there, and then they get free food at the cafeteria. And I think they also get to park at the school for free. So it's a pretty good gig, but not a lot of salary. Specs with the $2 super chat. He needs all the resourced humanity allowed by the government. Yes. Free toilet paper as well.
Here.
It's pretty good.
You get a fruit by the foot for that joke.
Sweet.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Thank you, Mr. President.
On January 5th, Nikki Glaser hosted the 82nd annual Golden Globes on the heels of her stellar performance at the Tom Brady roast. And after rising to the occasion once again, the comedian was instantly renewed to return as host in 2026.
I was able to have a quick phone call with Ricky Gervais. The thing I got out of our phone call that stuck with me is that don't think you're them. You wouldn't be in this room unless you were hosting. These are A-listers. They know I'm not them. So if I try to seem like I am.
Look at that. That's The Rock. That's incredible to be this close to this guy. Put this guy in a movie, you're looking at $1 billion. People just want to see his face and body. It doesn't matter what's going on the screen. As long as he's there, I'll watch it.
They're gonna kind of be like, what? Who does she think she is? But just stay humble and remember, like, you have a job to do. You're hired to be funny, and you're not hired to, like, think you're hot shit and, like, think you're an A-lister.
You heard you got advice from Gervais.
Really?
He had a great line. He goes, 1, you're not one of them, so don't try to fit in. Be you. Be a comic.
That's good.
Be biting. And 2, just know when you go out there, they're not going to shut up. They're all talking and kind of milling about, and there's a bunch of shit going on. Don't let that get in your head.
That is a hell gig.
It's a hell gig.
The next
It's a good thing to know. It's a good thing for everyone to know this advice too, right? Like any one of us could be hosting the Golden Globes at any point. So it's good to keep that in mind when if any of us get the chance to do that.
Comedy news update was about Cat Williams revealing his plans to turn an abandoned military base into his own full-fledged movie studio after the comic purchased Fort McClellan in Alabama for $1.5 million.
Cat Williams bought a military base. Hey, so you know, that's a classic. That's sort of the next step. Cat Williams, he's been working for a long time. He earned it, but he's got compound money. You want to have a pretty good armored compound when you're a comedian.
Hollywood is making its way to Alabama. Comedian Cat Williams has purchased land in East Central Alabama with designs on making it a new hub of Black-centric filmmaking.
Magnificent. It's going to be one of the greatest things that I personally have ever done. That's the front side of the beginning of the campus.
What a beautiful property. Look, you can have like comedian snipers on the roof, maybe like a comedian machine gun nest down here. You could have like a constant roast battle going on in this building, just to toughen up the comedian soldiers.
Which is 30 buildings, 3 million indoor square feet.
Buildings.
It's really magical.
Unfortunately, January 2025 ended with sad news in the comedy world when it was announced that the quickly rising...
Hey, people, this isn't funny, man. Come on, let's get some freaking jokes going.
Gotta get the wave started. Get the wave started.
There's Bert. There we go. There's Bert. I'm already laughing.
This is epic. Buddy, I love how much you love life. I've just been on the Jumbotron, and I technically celebrated in the Eagles end zone. Let's go. You are the greatest guy alive. No, bro, you the greatest.
The next big thing to happen in...
Okay, so that's just nice. This is not really funny. I'll find a different comedy world, because we're starting bingo right now. This was like, comedy news is important. It's important, right? It sways the stock market a lot of the time. You know, Russia and Ukraine, they're in a very tense peace negotiation right now, and they're intensely watching to see like what if Kill Tony's not funny, that war might drag on even longer. Okay, we got 17 players for bingo. You guys are hungry for my tits, and you're not going to get them. You're not going to get them yet. We hit 100,000 subs on YouTube. I will show my nipples for 1 second, and you got to be fast on the screen grab. Just to honor Bert Kreischer. No, with just one nipple, Gordo. I'm not going to show both of these nipples. You get one per year. Okay, let's take a look back to we won a bingo with Tyler Fisher. We also have David Lucas best moments, but this has been so fun. Okay. Get your bingo cards ready.
Gonna be a boy, and he was like, no, that's transphobic. If she was always a girl and was born a girl and felt like a girl, then you can't transition into a girl. You're just a girl. You're a girl transitioning into a girl. And it's like, no, you're being really offensive. I was like, no, you're being retarded. And now I feel fucking insane, and we've gotten nowhere. And so that's why Trump won. I don't know. Well,
Yeah, it's important. And just as you guys see, tickets at tylerfisher.com in case you guys are interested in going.
That's why Trump won.
I don't know. Well, he keeps bringing new people in. Oh, who is that? Cash Patel got added in. He should just do what the Democrats do and just play the identity stuff. How funny would that be?
He comes in day one. He's got the head wrap on. Goes, no, he's very good to be here.
Hey, great accent. The Cash Patel is an Indian man. So we got 11 brown people stereotype. We got great accent.
We're going to fix. No, excuse me, very bad. We're going to fix the FBI.
I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action. Hey, I am sending a clear message to America. Starting today, we are withholding our syrups, jams, and jellies. The American people must prepare for the war of incredibly dry, crumbly pancakes, and if you prefer waffles, strap in.
Trudeau.
These are great jokes. So Justin Trudeau was the Prime Minister of Canada for a long time. And Canada famously is a maple syrup-based economy, so very funny. He's making fun of the fact that Canada does not have a lot going on. It needs America for money. And America doesn't really need Canada that much. It's quite a pathetic place. But that's the sort of the joke there. So a little bit of a roast. 60. Pacific culture, Canada, yes.
That news, isn't that crazy? The most retarded person from your country was fucking one of the most retarded people from my country.
Amazing. I bet if they have kids, they'd be a Democrat, I'll tell you that much.
Katy Perry? Kind of makes sense that they got together, right? She thinks she's an astronaut, and he thinks he was a politician. There's the perfect amount of...
Whenever I tell a woman she has nice feet or anything, they go, oh,
You have a fetish.
And I go,
have you ever sucked on a woman's toes?
last week.
Comedy.
So that's just a podcast joke, which is like a conversational joke. And the joke is that he sucked on toes. Sucked on toes toes are for stability when walking, right? They stabilize you when you're going down the street. They're not for sucking on. You're not supposed to do that. It's forbidden. Hey, we got a new follower on Kick. Are they a bot? We don't know.
Was this always something you thought you'd do?
Sorry, I'm working on my Mitch McConnell impression.
Oh my God!
Sorry.
Stop it! That was amazing.
Laura Trump. So she's related to the Trumps. And so Mitch McConnell, he's very old, and his brain is starting to fail him there. Very funny stuff. So Beck's a $2 donation. Toes for hoes. Bex, do you suck on toes? Be honest in the chat. It's fine if you do. You know, there's no judgment. There's no kink shaming here on the channel. We only shame Democrats. If you're sucking on toes, as long as you do it as a Republican, it's fine. But if you're sucking on toes and being inclusive, no, there's no room for that here. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm looking at Kevin's 2 watches. I feel like such a loser.
Don't I look spectacular?
Man, don't tell me you're also wearing underwear. This guy.
Hey, great jokes. That was Kevin O'Leary, famous business comedian. Plus, Greg Gutfeld, one of the best comics working today. So yeah, he's just making fun of Kevin O'Leary for having 2 watches. It's good to wear multiple watches, just to double check. But also, it's kind of an eccentric thing to do, right?
You never snitched on anybody. Growing up, it was snitches get stitches. I get that.
I snitched on somebody for DEI. I'm actually suing an
did?
Yeah, I recorded an acting manager who said it's our company policy to not hire white men. And I recorded it, and I'm suing them. But that's illegal. That's different than not wearing a mask that does nothing.
You are a DEI snitch. You're just not you're not a mask snitch.
Yeah, Trump should get them all out. I love it, man. He's, DEI, we love it, Jesse. Everything's DEI, right?
Great Trump impression again. Jesse Waters. So this is another late night comedy show on Fox. And it's very funny. So he's Trump voice, very funny. Trump sounds funny. He's making a good Trump voice here, but he's also making fun of the fact that, yes, masks never worked. They never did work. They never worked. There's no reason to wear it. If you wear a mask, you should be targeted for public shaming, honestly. And we've talked about this before, that, again, it's important to get your medical information from comedians. They're the smartest people in the world. A lot of comedians make a lot more money than doctors. Okay? So if doctors are so smart, why would they make less money? Right? I mean, it's pretty obvious that the smartest people make the most money. So
Greg Gutfeld's a DEI hire, the first height-challenged person on Fox. We have the same pediatrician, actually.
Tyler Fisher in the house.
Yeah. Let's start the show.
Man, we got a good show for y'all. We got a damn good show. This guy look like Zach Galifianakis fuck Macaulay Culkin, man. Stop interrupting me, man.
I got this. You guys can head out. Can I say the N-word?
You can say it as much as you want.
All right.
Okay, sir, this one says...
Hey, that's funny. I don't know what that voice was. Was that Kermit the Frog?
White people are now allowed to say the N-word once a month, just to really get one out of the chamber. And it must be whispered with a black friend nearby.
I just found out, I don't know if you watch CNN, but...
That's funny, right? So we're going to say number 39. He didn't say it. He said the N-word. The N-word is not a racial slur. It is an implied slur, and you're allowed to imply slurs. You're just not allowed to say slurs. And you know what? I'll give you number 12 on that one. I'm going to give you a 13 as well, because the comedian fucks, he implied sucking on toes, and sucking on toes, leads to sex. Hopefully. If you just suck on toes for the taste, a bit different.
But it was announced that white people are causing cancer and heart attacks for the black community.
The reason why heart disease and cancer is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word.
From the N-word, they're just dropping dead from it. I'm like, holy shit. So I've been saying it a little bit more. My neighborhood's overcrowded, and I just...
Don't say the F word.
What?
I don't like the F word. That means not but.
Oh man. Okay. This crowd members, they're saying something funny here. They're drunk, so they're not making any sense, and they're about to get fucking dunked on.
Is that Kamala Harris out there?
Kamala Harris. Boom. He had it ready, right? He watches the gut. This is why it's important to watch Gutfeld every night, because you've got the Gutfeld joke right ready to go. Very funny.
Welcome to the 51st day. The 51st day. Never seen me, so how'd you end up here tonight? Oh boy, oh fuck. Here we go. Yeah, it's like a living CNN museum over here. No fun allowed at the comedy show.
Okay, good. That's a tricky situation, right? So he turns it into comedy. Basically, this lady comes to the Tyler Fisher show, didn't really know what to expect, and this is why it's important to watch research comedians before you go to a comedy show. Tyler Fisher, obviously very anti-public health, and which is, a sensible stance. And this lady in the crowd says, "My dad died of COVID," which is already like, okay, sure. I want to see pictures of the body. Okay. Because it's hard to believe. I don't think anybody actually died of COVID based on the comedians and podcasts that I follow. It seems unlikely, but it makes it a little awkward, right? Because now there's a human death toll to your opinions here, but he turns it around by talking a lot more than she does here and kind of making fun of her being a real downer, right? So he really wins the crowd. It was a close one. You would have thought, uh-oh, but everyone else in the crowd, they're here for Tyler Fisher. They know COVID isn't real. So this lady, I think it's time for her to pack her stuff and go back to the fucking doctor's office or wherever it is that she goes for her bullshit.
You can talk about puppies or rainbows. Good luck. They're protesting. There's nothing funny about comedy. There's nothing funny about comedy. We don't.
I don't understand this. So he's doing a CNN impression. Does CNN? Do they rub their crotch?
We don't.
Do they? What is this?
Funny about comedy. There's nothing funny about comedy.
I don't know if I can explain this. I think he was making a lot of sense until this here. Vagina. Yes, I think this implies vaginal stimulation, so interesting.
We don't articulate at black women. I pain. It's on my lot. Nobody gave her no permission to do that and she's. And nobody cares.
It's good to be with you. You've come out and said Dunkin' Donuts is the best donut on the market. How many Dunkin' Donuts locations are there, by the way? I don't know how many. At all? How many locations are there?
Okay, so this is the joke here is that these are not what these gentlemen here are saying. We got Tucker Carlson, funny comic. We've explained him before on the channel, and Ted Cruz, senator from Texas. And they were not talking about this. So that's the joke here.
1,827. Yeah. How could you not know that?
Oh, this is cute. Yeah. Okay.
No, you should really know.
I'm sorry, I'm not Tucker Carlson, the expert on dessert.
You're a sitting senator and you're supporting big corrupt pastry.
I am not.
I mean, you're clearly part of the patriarchy.
Let's take a look at the highlights from this week's WNBA games.
Hey. So these are WNBA athletes getting hit in the face by dicks. And this is funny because all these athletes are lesbians, and lesbians famously are allergic to penises. And so this is like a very funny prank.
So we just signed the big...
Is this AI? I think maybe.
Big, beautiful bill, right? It was so big, so beautiful. This should sure... Nope.
He's doing a great, funny Trump impression here again. He does this a lot. And Trump is very famous. So it always makes you laugh. It makes me laugh. I'm not laughing right now, but I am laughing internally. And he's got a hat that says, "Make comedy funny again." Make it funny again. And that's funny because comedy's always funny if you know when to laugh.
Nobody has seen a bill this big. I mean, it was like even bigger than a receipt from CVS. It's bigger than Lizzo's tampon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny there. Two funny jokes. A CVS receipt. That's a great observation. Very long receipts at that store. A Everybody's noticed that. Great stuff. Second, Lizzo's tampons. Lizzo in America means large. That's just but it's also a celebrity. But you're like, hey, may I have a Lizzo-sized big gulp? I would like the Lizzo fries. At McDonald's, you can have a Lizzo-sized meal. It's just entered the language in the United States. Wasting money for your hilarity, well-being spec. Thank you for burning your cash here on the Jokes Explained channel. We appreciate your support as we're going into the new year. Specs, the top donator, setting the tone for a 2026. It's going to be so full of laughs. You're going to want to take a big nap.
I am Jacob Fry, mayor of Minneapolis.
Oh, yeah, so the Lizzo tampon would be huge because Lizzo's big. That's the joke there. And imagining a large vagina is very funny just because, again, body parts. Body comedy. I don't know if that's body comedy. Prop comedy, yes.
And to my sommeliers, I say, Hugada.
Amy's twitching says Myles is ignoring us again. I read that, so I didn't ignore that. Hey, bingo, AVDSB. Congratulations on winning bingo. And the link is there. The link has been linked. Fast, a pro, an absolute pro.
I'm on stage in my.
A little preview of what to come, and it looks like a nicely lengthed video as well. Not Lizzo lengthed, right? What would be a small one? A Gutfeld length video. Short. God, I'm on fire today, guys. I wish I was you. Sometimes I really wish I could be you watching me. I think of how fun that must be. All right, let's oh, this is what I was going to do here. Yeah. I've got a different okay.
Cycle of life.
Now what I have here is, I think, Jokes of the Year. Jokes of the Year on Joke World. So let's check this out. Let's get the bingo cards sent out. Official winner, AVD. Congratulations. Create the bingo. We're headed up. Get your cards. If you're on Twitch, you can grab your cards. If you're on YouTube, you can put this on your car's infotainment system and laugh while you drive. Specs infotainment. Every car has it now. That's why cars are $75,000, because you can now stream to every car has a large LCD screen. It's like between 30 and 50 inches, and you can use that to watch TikToks while you drive, and it's great. Okay, here we go.
Or next year. And shout out to the members of the Joke World Patreon who got to vote and see the results early. All right, let's start the show.
Here we go.
To kick things off, let's first announce the winner of the 2025 Newcomer of the Year award. Coming in 5th place, taking home 6.4% of the vote, was James Donald Forbes McCann. In 4th place with 7.3% of the total is Michael Ridley. 3rd place with 11% of the vote is Ari Maddie. And in the closest discrepancy of any category this year, 2nd place with 17% of the vote goes to Timmy No Breaks.
So these are the top up and coming comedians of 2025. Do you notice a similarity between all these comics? Kill Tony, right? This is where you get your big break now. Okay, you do 60 seconds of comedy and then you call Tony gay. It's a 1-2 punch that will get you a lot of money.
With the 2025 Joke World Newcomer of the Year award going to Tristan Bowling, raking in 20.9% of all votes cast. We now welcome on the 2025 Joke World Newcomer of the Year award winner, Tristan Bowling.
Don't care. Let's see the jokes. Best podcast.
Place we have
of the
Are You
year?
Garbage with 6.6%. Third place goes to Soder at 9.3%. In second place with an impressive 13.9% of the total vote is Durag and the Deer Tag. And in first place for the second straight year with a whopping 41.3% of all votes cast is Story Wars.
Breakout podcast. Hey, and look at this. We got fucking Luis Gomez. Hey, can't wait to share the Luis Gomez stand-up special explained with you guys. This so much intricacy, so much detail, so much craftsmanship explored. Podcast of the year.
So we have the Legion of Skanks with 12.1%. Third place goes to Story Wars, bringing in 13.6%.
That's Luis Gomez and 2. And Dave Smith. And this guy, what's this guy's name? He's like a fun nickname. It's like Big Daddy Joke Man or something. What's his thing? Big J Okerson. That's it. Very fun.
In second place is the podcast that won this category back in 2023, with Kill Tony receiving 19.2% of the vote. And in first place, going back to back with 24.3% of all votes cast, is Matt and Shane's secret podcast, On the Brink of a Dynasty.
Says Fragile.
15.1%. In second place with an impressive 26.9% of all votes is Matt.
Special of the year. Big J Okerson. Joe List. This guy, and Matt
McCusker's Netflix special, A Humble Offering, and taking home 30.5% of all votes cast is the 2025 Joke World Comedy Special of the Year. Congratulations to Joe DeRosa, I Never Promised You a Rose Garden.
Wow, so many specials. This is not funny. These are supposed to be jokes of the time of the year. Joke World. Come on. What are we looking at here? The funniest Christmas stories told by comedians? Skankfest documentary? What? Funniest podcast moments from October. I want to see the whole year. This is like $1. Happy New Year, Myles. A very What's a Girl to Do Christmas was the greatest gift of all. You were the best. Thank you for explaining. Oh, thank you. Matthew Johnson. I'm so glad you like What's the Girl to Do Christmas. That was a joy to watch. That was a joy to watch, a joy to explain. And I felt Christmas was so blessed. I was always thinking, when I would say Merry Christmas to people, I'd always remember that I would always think, what's a girl to do? And a girl is to say Merry Christmas. What's going on with that? Like that? What? This fucking. Give me a break. Okay.
What do you do for a living, buddy?
I think it's time to start the bingo. I really thought Joke World was gonna be a bunch of compilation funny jokes, but it's just a bunch of YouTube votes on which Luis Gomez podcast is the best one. Your dude, Travis Gravity, the What's a Girl to Do theme song has been stuck in my head for weeks. I sing it all the time. Ugh. I need to get we need to get something like that going. When Brian gets fired, I'll work on it. Brian is working at a full-time job. I'll film it. It'll be like, what's that movie, The Parent Trap? I'll come up with a scheme, get him fired, and then I'll be like, that's so crazy, but hey, you could always work for free at the Bachelors of Music. Hey, we'll take you back. Can't let him know. You guys don't tell him. Don't tell him it was me. Don't tell him it was me. Oh my, I can't reveal. I revealed my plan straight here. I shouldn't stream my secrets. Okay, let's get the bingo going. Let's watch a little bit of David Lucas. We got 16 players. That's not that many. Oh my God, Amy's twitching, saving up for the moan. Oh, please no. What do you do for work? Right off the bat here. What did he say? What do you do for work? Number 69.
What do you do for a living, buddy?
One of the funniest jobs. Oh my God. What a gold mine. A gynecologist is a vagina doctor, which is a very fun. So they're just looking at vaginas all day. Super funny thing to look at. People wonder, why don't they call it a vaginacologist? That's because the Latin word for vagina is gyn-gina. I'm going to give you 66 and 67 here.
This nigga been for a long time. No wonder he's so uncomfortable by these jokes. Oh, we found out the truth, you motherfucker. We know you don't lick your fingers after a few of them appointments.
Grim. So David Lucas is saying, we know you licked your fingers after a couple of appointments. True. That's funny. That's a funny thing to imagine, because it would, of course, be very inappropriate, which is what makes it funny. 35.
I think this bitch got trauma in her life. And he gonna like dark humor after the night. I see.
Okay. So everything David Lucas says is, brilliant. It's well thought out. I'm a little confused here by what he's saying about, he's doing a little impression here of the gynecologist licking his fingers after examining a vagina, and he's saying, you got a little bit of trauma in your life. Now, that is more of a psychiatrist's diagnosis than a gynecologist, which makes me think, does David Lucas think that a gynecologist is a vagina psychiatrist? I mean, that's also possible that he thinks this. Or maybe the joke is that he's making us think that he thinks that, which is very funny.
His wife whispered. I was like, oh hell no, bitch, you ain't getting out that easy. I only been up here 20 minutes. You got about 30 more to go, baby. You might hear one more time. You can deal with that? What do you mean that's how you met? Hold on, what? A rape? This is getting interesting. Do tell, I need more. This is gonna be on YouTube. So you were raping her and she said, I like it, or what? How did you meet?
And this is also this is a good, people think, again, a lot of people give David Lucas shit.
Oh, hello.
Thanks for Thanks for following us. Specs Nihilo. But anyway, a lot of people give David Lucas shit. They think, this is dumb comedy for idiots. David Lucas's audience is there's gynecologists, psychiatrists, lawyers, aeronautical engineers. A lot of highly educated people will pay $70, $80 to go see David Lucas. This is a norm. This is the norm at a David Lucas show. You need to be read up. You need to be a literary person if you're going to be at this show.
She came in for an appointment. You said this is nice? And what, you had your fucking gloves on? Hey, bitch, hold up. I ain't never seen no pussy like that before.
24.
It don't look like your uncle used to babysit you.
Hey, that's a funny uncle raping their niece joke there. You know, it might seem a little dark, but this is comedy, right? Like it's funny because it's so dark, and one would think morbid and disturbing, but it's in a David Lucas like, you think that's horrifying, right? To say something like that, but then you look at he's got very funny sweat stains all over his shirt, and you just have to laugh.
It don't look like your uncle used to babysit you. Hey, baby, I can tell you never been with a black guy. I just wanna. This fucking show, dog. I should have known Toast was about to be some bullshit. Tony Yayo ain't been this close to a gay nigga since he partied with Diddy.
Oh my God. Oh.
Hey, 25. See, so he we know, we expect this. This is why you come to Kill Tony, to see people be called gay. So perfect, but also he mentions P. Diddy as well. So it's not just a regular gay joke. It's he also says, hey, he partied with Diddy, which is a lot of toe sucking went on there. Yeah, drinking story. I'll give you that one.
Oh, not me. Not me. I ain't never been to
Yes, you did, nigga.
Sly Stallone, have you ever been to a Diddy party?
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. I went to all of them, I think.
That nigga looked like when SpongeBob had them muscles. You remember that?
Great TV show recap there. SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, great way to remind people of SpongeBob. Very funny show. People think of SpongeBob. They have a lot of warm memories, and then it's time to laugh.
Don't come at Stallone, man.
Hell yeah,
They'll
boy.
mess you up.
That nigga teach retarded power clean. Nigga, get
Remember comedy, yes.
Yeah, see if there's orbits around you. This guy coming after Stallone?
Hey, he made a fat joke there. I've already checked off is fat. Very funny, though.
Come on. I'm a legend, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, a rare mothership appearance by the great and powerful David Lucas, everyone. Oh my God.
Hey, it's him.
Yeah. A plane in India just recently crashed heading to England. And
Uh-oh. Number 11. Coming up. A plane from India crashed going to England. Okay. So I want you guys to think. Right now, if you have multiple tabs open, you're going to want to just type in brown people stereotypes and have the list in case you don't know the one he's going to say.
And 176 Indians died.
57, yeah.
And since that plane crash, scam calls have been down 50%.
There it is. Perfect. Yeah, so he takes a tragedy, right? And, it's a tragic thing when planes crash and humans lose their lives, but it's a risk to do a dark joke like that. That's why people love David Lucas. And you're like, oh, man, he's going to make fun of a plane crash. It better be funny. And then he says, and there's been less scam calls since they died. And it's like, okay, it was worth it. It was worth it. That's funny. Because it's a brown people stereotype that scammers call from India. So funny, so true. Great stuff.
Apple has no more tech support. It's crazy.
And
You gonna call Apple and talk to a nigga that sound like me, you know?
And he's adding, so he's tagging the joke. He's got even more, so he's gonna have multiple brown people stereotypes on there. Oh, that's funny. Great stuff. Apper service.
Can you help me with my phone? Have you turned that motherfucker off yet? Turn it off and turn it back on. I can only imagine what that plane smelled like. God damn, bro. If I would have been driving that plane, I probably would have crashed it too. Lord, no.
Hey, hits the accent a little, and we were hoping for it, and it happened. That's good stuff.
When it crashed, it probably smelled like somebody was barbecuing a goat. They're like, who is barbecuing and don't tell us?
Yeah, this is the best moments of 2025 here.
It's so weird how women with purple and blue hair want us to give a fuck about the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody really gives a fuck about the Middle East, because if you did, you take your ass over there. If they want me to give a fuck about the Middle East, you're gonna have to get the Middle East an NFL team. That's the only way. Yeah.
Did he do a woman voice?
I'd love to watch the Palestine Packers. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's my time, David Lucas. Thank you.
David Lights Out Lucas.
Incredible.
This looks like she got $3.
So that was, definitely one of the best moments of 2025. That was very good. And that was like, this is a textbook Kill Tony minute. You know, any comics, aspiring comics who want to succeed on Kill Tony, you know, really take notes from that set. Set up something dark, something with a race of people that you can really dunk on, and then just nice and tight. Tons of jokes in there, and the crowd, a little lackluster, but you just, if you call Tony gay, there you go.
Oh no.
Here's Daddy. She having 55, the other guy going 75, one head on with her. Her head was ripped off. She was in a coma.
All right, y'all with me now, nigga. Your head got ripped off. Out of here. What is this, Futurama? What kind of car was the other guy driving?
What's going on?
Company vehicle.
So this guy in the audience is saying that this woman can't drive. Yes, Gordo, I think that must be the joke. Crowd says something funny. Yes. So the crowd member here is describing that this lady's head was decapitated and recapitated, which seems unlikely. David Lucas calling bullshit.
Oh, so you sued the company?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So how much money you got left now?
Look, I don't know.
It sounds like this nigga spent it for you.
$20 million. That's the American dream right there, is getting hit by a car, honestly.
Or no female. What the fuck is the guy? Did this have a stroke? What the fuck is that? What happened? There's a person on the ground. You fell on the ground? Okay, you look young.
Oh shit, is this the guy who fell down? I like that there's a flame transition. I mean, it's amazing how the David Lucas comedy show just follows. There's no script, right? He just follows whatever's happening in the room is what the show is going to be.
Looking old at the same time. You like a YN with an unk face. That's crazy. How old are you?
50.
Oh, you 50? You look pretty decent. You start drinking that liquor and smoking that weed, you probably look amazing, bro. But right now, you look like a Jamaican roach with those hairlocks. What do you do for a living?
I'm an engineer.
No, get the fuck out of here. This say he's an engineer. What type of engineer? A civil engineer?
Oh man, David Lucas does not believe that this gentleman's an engineer. Don't know why. Possibly because David Lucas is racist. But he's also very funny.
So you be building shit.
I do that and I fly drones too.
Like, oh, I'm starting not to believe you. Do we have another civil engineer here?
Hey, look at this. We got Mari in the chat. Mari, who is the father?
Who believes he's a civil engineer? This is a Texas license of professional engineering. Artwan. Talk about judging a book by its cover. I would have thought you were like a fucking YouTube rapper or some shit. Oh, there you go. Hell, you a little weird looking motherfucker.
See, now this is the difference between a comedy brain and a civilian brain, right? Like, I see this guy. When I first saw this guy walk on the stage, I just thought in my head, I thought, oh, here's some guy. But David Lucas, he's got the comedy genius brain. So he says, he's thinking, look at this weird little motherfucker. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, what's weird? What's weird about this man? I guess we're about to find out.
What are you, 5'3", bro?
Oh, he's short. Short. That is very weird. I guess I couldn't really tell here from the screen. But yeah, this is a real Tyrion Lannister looking motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. You're gay, right?
Emo Gothtard says, is this interview comedy? Yes, sort of. So a David Lucas comedy show is not really, it's mostly David Lucas brings people from the crowd up and he roasts them individually. And there's a lineup of people that want to get roasted. And then the rest of the crowd vapes and watches. And the crowd is full of doctors and engineers and all sorts of academia, because this is the highest level of intellectual stimulation.
No? You got the gay guy stance. It's like, what do you mean? Thank you. Married.
Did he call him gay?
Divorced. And why'd y'all get divorced?
You just treated like hell.
Was she fat?
She got fat.
Yeah. I would have cheated on that bitch too, bro. You could.
Women are annoying. Yep.
How fat did she get?
Oh yeah, number
like
9
my size?
for sure.
Not that bad.
Oh, not that. Oh, get the fuck out of here. You fucking Mexican midget. Get the fuck.
You fucking Mexican midget. Did he know he's Did he ask? I mean, I guess. Do we have Mexican stereotype? I mean, he just mentioned there was no stereotype. But I guess being short is a Mexican stereotype, so we'll do that.
Bingo! I forgot they don't like that.
Matt Hallett says, imagine paying for this? Insane. Hey, this stream's not that bad. The stream's not that bad. It's pretty good value, honestly. It's not bad. Bingo! Hey, Schwepp. Schwepp? Wow, we have a Schwepp, a member of the Schwepp family, the famous ginger ale fortune of the Midwest. Thank you for watching, Schwepp. Honored you're here. Any new flavors coming out this year? 2026? Schweppes? Classic Cola? Schweppes, your link in the chat. And I think we got time for another bingo. Thank you. On it with the link. A professional.
Yo.
A professional link provider to the professional joke explainer. Thank you for your service. Now, my God, I mean, fucking Joke World was a real bust. Joke World was a real bust. Entire year of comedy in review. That really wasn't funny. It was just a bunch of things that I mean, it was stuff that happened to comedians, which is funny because you can imagine how funny it is when comedians have stuff happen to them. But really, Yeah, not as joke heavy as I thought it was going to be. It's too bad. Well, we can check out and see exactly what else happened.
In February was
I don't know.
SNL 50.
Listen,
the 3
I'm gonna get your bingo cards administered. We're gonna start bingo early. I'm gonna make sure let's get 20 players minimum.
hour finale of Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary celebration that featured
50 years of Saturday Night Live. That is crazy. 50 years? That is nuts. That's a lot. That's a lot of sketches. A lot of cast members.
many of the show's most iconic living cast members.
I liked a lot of different things. I liked Amy and Tina going into the audience and Q&A. They're always funny to me. When you
Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, the greatest thing that's ever happened in my career, and I mean it without any joke. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened in my career, in my life. And thank you to the fans. And
Thank you
Bad
so
Boys.
much.
You know, Dr. Phil, when you do shows, it's the best. The people that come along for the ride.
It's wild. It's cultish. But what you guys have created isn't just a
Dr. Phil?
fun backdrop, you know.
Dr. Phil, 2025, famously accompanied ICE on raids of illegals. Just helping out.
You got diversity.
Yeah.
You got characters in the booth. The guest always has fun. The table is proportionate to your bodies.
Yes.
The live shows are fun. There's
Yeah.
a pube shot every other night.
That's right. Yep.
The banter between you is maybe the best. And again, not to get emotional, maybe the best banter out there. There was a time when I was a big, like, you ever watch Sharon, Lois, and Bram?
Love Lois and Bram.
They had great banter.
Great.
And then here comes,
Zilla, thanks for
Siskel
following.
and Ebert. Man, but they were on the wrong page more often than not. You guys always you support.
For real, I don't know why I did this. I was just like,
Hit number 2 on the Netflix top 10.
Because this is a special event where it's like the first time it's going on Netflix, it was in overdrive. It was, especially with characters, right? Because like the show has their regulars that do their time, and then the bucket pools where like random open micers basically are kind of getting to try. And it was a full range. You get the full range of like, hey, that was impressive. Oh my God, that was terrible, and some funny things in between. But like Shane was Trump, Adam Ray did Biden and Dr. Phil. And you did Elon Musk and RFK Jr. And dude, it was some of the funniest I've ever seen. What added so much to it was like, I was
Troll. He hits every.
So these are comedians. They're congratulating each other on how good they are at stuff, and that's important to do because a lot of comedians are very mentally fragile, and it's important to know you're doing a good job. What
fun show. We've put so much into this show. I mean, picture a YMH Live times, 100. We started shooting that show. Well, we started writing on it back in June of last year, and then we shot it in October, November, and it's coming out in April.
Up next was one of the defining comedy moments of 2025 when Tim Dillon sat down with CNN for a 71-minute discussion about the current state of comedy and some of the mainstream media's biggest misconceptions.
Have we ever watched Tim Dillon stand up? Have you guys ever seen Tim Dillon do stand up comedy? He's a very famous podcaster who's known for doing podcasts and having a lot of opinions. But Tim Dillon, as a stand up comedian, is a force to be reckoned with. Can't watch that. That's just for laughs. The funniest Tim Dillon. Yeah, see, this is scary because I feel like I'm gonna get copyright stricken here, but why don't we try it out? J Mac says, I'm confused about the difference between stand-up and podcasting. The lines do get blurred. Let's get your bingo cards out here. Let's do a little stand-up bingo on Tim Dillon here. 18 players. We can't get to 20 guys. Yeah, can't get 19. One more. You don't even have to play. It's just so I see a nice, even. That's a good class size. 20 players for bingo. I'll start it right now. Oh, hey, there we go. Thank you. We're in. Myles is greedy today. I'm greedy. 2026 is the year of greed. I'm going to be so fucking greedy. Let's check it out.
You seem like a young guy. You young? How old are you? 24. What do you do with your life? 24. What's that look like? 24.
Audio's no good. But he's doing a little bit of audience polling here, so I think he's already asking them what they do for work.
What do you do? You work, school, real estate, good for you, sell some houses. You have your own firm, development, you have a real estate development firm at 24 years old. That's it. You started a real estate development firm at 24 years old. By yourself. No one in the family's in it? Your dad's in it.
There it is. Found a little rich kid. Yeah, whenever you hear someone's 24 and they're starting real estate businesses, it's because their dad is probably going to help them out a little bit. But that's the, America. I don't know if you guys are watching the American Revolution right now on PBS. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are big Burns heads. But he talks about, how the American aristocracy famously threw away the King of England so that they could rule America with an iron fist for 300 years. And that's the big mistake too, right? You know what? If you're in this situation, if you're a Nepo baby, you don't want to admit that, okay? You just got to say, you know what? I got a small loan of $1 million. You have to minimize the Nepo baby because America's all about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. And famously, you do need boots to do that. Please fund my bits. I didn't know 2026 was the year of greed. King Shaman. You can't give me bits and then ask for. That's not how this. You gave me more bits. You bamboozled yourself. This is going straight to the Bachelors Music crypto coin fund. This is all going to be the liquidity that's going to back up our cryptocurrency when we finally launch in 2026.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. He has a job. He just works at a job.
What do I get?
Emo Gothard.
Jack. Everything comes at a cost, bud.
Wow. With the kiss on the mouth, a father and son. The love is being shown. Thank you for subscribing.
There's nothing wrong with that. His dad is a real estate development firm, and he works there. There's nothing wrong with that. He probably works from home. He jerks off, and he goes into the living room, and signs on, and does a Zoom meeting. It's like... But I asked him what he did for a living, and with a straight face, he looked in my eyes, and he goes, I have a real estate development firm.
Yeah, this kid fucked up big time. Matt Hallett says, what is that clip of Tom Brady? That's Tom Brady and his son sharing a loving kiss while Tom has his pecs rubbed by a professional pec massager. And it's just a loving moment between a father and a son. You're free to check out that clip online. Just type in Tom Brady and son kiss. And it's just a beautiful moment. And I like to, we have it here on the stream as a, because I see it as the ultimate symbol of love. And when we have new subscribers, new followers, I just see that as similar to the love between Tom Brady and his son.
And I go, you started it? He goes, yes, I did. And then I go, so no one else in your family works there? And he goes, my dad. So does your dad work for you? Do you employ the old man? Is he running on tough times? You're like, Pop, listen, in between surfing and getting high in La Jolla, I'm starting a real estate development firm. And I'd like you to work for me. I know you've had a tough time, and I want to bring you into my thing that I'm doing. I've got a real estate development firm. Yeah. Well, I got it. Well, we were skating in a parking lot in Encinitas, and then I turned to a few idiots that I was skating with, and we decided to stop taking fentanyl for an hour and start a real estate development firm. We skipped over selling retail real estate, residential or commercial. We said that's a waste of our fucking time. We want to do big business, malls, strip malls, hotels, major real estate projects. So I've got a real estate.
This is very hard to listen to, but you can see what has happened here. So he is describing the life of a Nepo child, and he will for the next 5 more minutes. So it's very fun, very funny, and almost 1 million subs, guys. Let's check out back to friend of the channel.
Pass me that. Hugadaba.
25, yes.
Duba. Janila Hai. Juan Kwashai One.
And we're back. And we're back to bingo. You guys, look at this. Number 4. Great accent. 26. Oh, yeah, of course. And you know what? I'll give you Jewish as well, because Jewish people, you know, also lots of them in the Middle East. So, and, you know, I can't really figure out exactly what he's doing here, but we're going to find out. I'm already laughing. And there it is. Okay, so I maybe checked off Jewish a little early there on the bingo card, but still.
Okay, here we are at another daycare center, Somali. It says daycare center for little cruds. Yes, here is a crud.
Oh, okay. So this is the joke. This is a joke. This is more Skims the news. So Tyler Fisher, very well informed guy. There's I think now this is I haven't read again. I get my news from Joke World, and this wasn't really covered. But I think there was a scandal with in Minnesota, Somalians were pretending to have daycare centers and getting government grant money, and I think it amounted to like $52 billion or something like that. And the money's being funneled right back to Somalia, and they're using that money to shoot down Black Hawk helicopters, Black Hawk Down, every week. That money.
Hi everybody, happy holidays. As you know, the holidays are among us, and I just want to remind you, if you have any family or friends who got the COVID vaccine or any of the boosters, let them know we're just not ready to have them in the house. It's not safe to have people like that, especially around kids. I'd say you can have them get a test, maybe do a swab and test for retardation, but we already know. So we don't want our kids to be exposed to that.
Dude, I'm so sick of living in Texas.
Fantasy quarterback check.
Carpop won't stop.
Cam Newton.
Please subscribe for the new year.
Cam Newton.
Mwah. Thank you. What is Tom Segura voice? So we watched a Tom Segura special or a video of some kind, and he does he does one of the best black scents. Now, I mean, Andrew Schultz does a black scent sort of as a default. He does it all the time. But Tom Segura did it as a joke. And so we use that. If someone does a black scent as a joke, that's a Tom Segura voice.
Where I don't even pay state income tax. Think about that. So I have to like find things to do with my money. Like this is my third coffee of the day. I'm going to buy a paddleboard. I'm hiking. I have a car, which is like, it's so toxic cis white male of me. You know?
So we're here with Jorhan.
So he's making fun of, I believe, the tax system in the States. Again, in the state of Texas, which is very funny. But, you know, again, a little over my head, a little too smart for me.
Mom Dummy. All right, I call him Mom Dummy because he's a dumbass, right? He's a communist freak. He's going to ruin the city. It's already garbage, right? He's going to make something bad even worse. So say some things.
I'd like to thank the president for having me here today. It's very nice of him to...
Hey, sounds just like Zoran. Fresh off the boat.
Use your real voice. What is this bullshit?
Big up myself. I like the blah, blah, blah.
Things my husband does.
Great stuff. Did he do a Jamaican accent at the end there?
That would send a low-effort man into a coma. Okay, first things first. Every morning I am awoken with an iced latte with vanilla bean cold foam on top. He reads...
Hey. This is funny. Okay, so this joke here is about how what is she describing what? Okay, I gotta see. Okay, because this is her husband is whipped, but I want to figure out again how here.
Morning, I am awoken with an iced latte with vanilla bean cold foam on top. He reads...
Now that's a. So is it her husband goes to the store and gets her a coffee every morning? And the joke is this is, I guess, this is how he dresses because he is. Now this is again, he has done kink jokes before, so this is like a BDSM BDSM outfit. And I think BDSM refers to all of the genitals of the body, which is the butt, the dick, the forget the name, the S, and the mouth. Snatch. The snatch in the mouth. The butt, the dick, the snatch in the mouth. That's what that means. Thank you. Super Garble. And there's him. That's a husband with the coffee. Because he's like, this is like a domination relationship. Thank you, how did this go?
What's up? How are you doing? Mom Donna, yes. Big win. My favorite song. DJ, turn it up. Turn it up.
Solve them.
Okay, so let me get this.
Oh, JP Sears. Fuck. Hey, big cameo from one of our favorites. So the joke is that when Zoran wins in New York, all the white guys are going to become Arab and they're going to listen to Jerry Bruckheimer helicopter flies over the Middle East music. Very funny stuff.
You're a misogynist and you're a feminist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's going on, everybody?
Okay, so that was the joke about. That's a joke about misogynists and feminists. I guess I don't understand. Okay, I gotta watch this again. I don't really understand what the joke is here.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Real quick
Solve them.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
Solve them, he says.
You're a misogynist and you're a feminist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's going
So, I believe the joke here is that we see JP Sears, we know him, we love him, and we laugh. I think that's a little bit of name comedy just because you recognize there was no real set-up punchline joke there. I don't know. I might have to do a Myles Can't Explain on that one just because there was no real joke revealed. Bill Burka. You guys. That's fun. So that's name comedy as well. I'll give you opposite comedy for the previous one as well, but that's funny.
on, everybody? It's Billy Burka here, right? We're doing this on a Monday. Oh, yeah.
Bingo! Carney Goat. Congratulations on winning bingo. Just at the right time here.
Hello, everybody. It's Help the Secretary.
Carney Goat with the bingo win. Selecting winner now. Get us your link. You may link, or if you don't have a link, you can donate your link to the channel. You can say, hey, in the chat, I don't have a link. One of you can do it. But there's no, I mean, there's the time limit is my attention span, which is variable at different times of the day. Sometimes, you know, in the evening, I forget where I am and I just wander around. But right now, I'm feeling pretty sharp. So take your time if you need to. You guys, that was the final bingo. We are going to watch some user-submitted videos. Lamp got punched. Lamp got punched. God damn it, Lamp. You guys, we need to arm Lamp. We need to send a weapons crate to Lamp. Lamp better be safe from being punched in this chat. That is not appropriate. Link this, honey buns. Oh, hey. Thank you for the $2 specs, and thank you for the honey buns compliment. I believe, let me just explain here. Honey buns can refer to a nice, high and tight buttocks. Bex now says, shut up. All right. Let's get your... Oh, pastry only. Okay, never mind. It is honey buns is the pastry. Very delicious. All right, let's take a look at the user videos, starting with this one. This reminds me of me and my brothers growing up.
Hey! You boys quit that whipping! Oh! Oh! I said quit that whipping! Ow! Dude, that's not even funny, dude. Heads are out. Seriously. Hey! Not about us, boys! Dude! Ow! Dude, I'm not playing that freaking...
This is what kids used to do before cell phones.
You better get out of here right now!
I mean, that's just a good old whip fight. You know? Nothing funny about that. Just fun. Just fun. God, that would be fun. I would love one day when we have the Joke Explainer compound here in Texas. And you all divest all of your... Thank you for Canadian Joke Explaining. Hey, thank you, Crotchy, for the $2. $2 Canadian. Jim Brew doesn't like John... I almost said John Bovey. Bon Jovi.
My girlfriend's like, you know, my parents aren't going to be home Thursday night. So...
You're stoked.
Yeah. And she's like, if you can get off work. Yeah, I worked at Sears. I worked in the paint department. That's another whole story, I'll let you know. And so this one day I'm annoyed because she's home and her parents are gone. And the manager's like, Brewer, what's the matter with you? No prank calls, no bomb threats? What's going on with you? I said, my girlfriend's home. And she called me up, said her parents aren't gonna be there, and you know, if you can get off work, but I can't, I'm the only one to paint. He went, dude, you gotta get out of here now. Now you gotta remember, I'm in the metal, all right? So I'm driving, I got my denim jacket, and I'm listening to Motley Crue. She doesn't listen to you. And I roll up to her house, right? And this is a true story on my life. And I get out of the driveway, and I start walking up to her door. She's in the doorway, sulking face. Right. with one of the singers from the bands that I let play. Right.
Oh shit! So this is a story of Jim Brewer. Jim Brewer and rock stars would often date the same women. Wow, great humble brag, but also that sucks for Jim. Hopefully he can be very funny.
And if you're really metal, all you're gonna get is, which made it hurt more, he looked like the lead singer of Crocus. That's for the three of you that get it. Yeah, Google it later. That hurt more. I'm going through emotions. My first is I want to open the door. I'm so betrayed. This is someone I know. How many other people know this is going on? And she's sucking face hard. I mean, I'm staring at him.
Sucking face is sort of like an old-timey way of saying snogging.
This close, and there's so at first I get really mad. I'm like, I'm gonna open the door, I'm gonna knock on your teeth, and I'm like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna take it and walk to my car and pretend I wasn't here, and then I'll call later, like, hey, what were you doing for? And she said, I did nothing. Oh, that's amazing. I saw you fucking face with the lead singer of Crocus. So I'm going through it all. I get my car, and I remember I was like, I totally believed in God, right? Just get these emotions out of me. I need to get, and I begged for like great metal songs, because it was metal hour. And I'm like, all right, give me some Maiden, give me some maybe old Doc Ann or something, just give me something, really. And I'll never forget it. I turned the ignition on. I turn the radio. First song that comes on. Shut it up!
Oh. Look at the AV comedy. He's got the punchline projected behind him as he says it. That's fucking incredible. Hey, that's good production value. At the Jim Brewer show. Very good stuff. So he's mad at Bon Jovi because Bon Jovi had his song play on the radio at the worst time for Jim Brewer.
That's why I hate Bon Jovi.
Hey, got a good laugh out of Jim there. So he's over it. He's laughing. Oh, whoa. I'm impressed by the hair already.
Blood. Yeah, Brother Bell from Ebony Magazine. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
All right. What you looking at, Snow White? Brother, about blacks and the labor.
The Richard Pryor, comedic genius, prophetic ancestor. The day that Richard Pryor was president of the United States. Interesting.
Force. I want to know what you're going to do about having more black brothers as quarterbacks in the National Football Hunter League. Okay. Right on.
I plan not only to have lots of black quarterbacks, but we're going to have black coaches and black owners of teams. As long as it's going to be football, going to be some black in it somewhere.
Right.
Doing something about it.
All right.
Because I'm tired of this mess that's been going down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ever since the Rams got rid of James Harris, I've been my job in up top. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to get down on the case now.
Right on.
Yeah, what is it?
Mr. President.
Yeah, what?
Mr. Bigby, Mississippi Herald.
Sit down.
Hey, this is a joke because Mississippi and black people famously don't get along.
Yeah, what is it?
Mrs. Fenton Carlton Macker, Christian Women's News. Mr. President, since you've become president, you've been seen and photographed on the arms of black women.
Who is this guy? Wait a second. What? This has 670,000 subscribers. Does he say something at the end? Is this all he does? Should I? Fuck. Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing this wrong? Should I just be watching this?
Quite frankly, sir, you've been courting an awful lot of white women. Will this continue?
As long as I can keep it up. I mean, why do you think they call it the White House?
Mr. President. Now, your predecessor, you know, President Carter, now his mother was a nurse before he...
My
question, I'm leading up to my question. The question is about your mother, if you want to be...
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Please, let's take it easy. The man has a right to ask the question. Please. Please. Let's have some decorum here. Now, what is the question about my dear mother? Okay.
Now, your mother was a maid in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, after your tenure, if your mother goes back to being a maid, right? Will your mama do my house?
Do you know the pipe rock theory? Dude, oh my.
I love that this autoplays immediately. I hate that my algorithm gets exposed. Figure out how to fix this. Okay. New format unlocked. This is 8 minutes and 30 seconds. God damn, whoever gave me this link. Okay. Let me see if I can conduct this.
We're going out for a big party. Look at this. Fucking great. Get your cream out. Get your boys out. Get your hot dogs out. Get your hot dogs out. Get your hot dogs to the party. Get your hot dogs to the party. Get your hot dogs to the party. Get them nice and hot. Get them nice and hot.
Is this another Conor O'Malley video?
Whoa. Look at that. Yeah. One jam. No.
Specs, thanks for the $2. Algorithm unlocked for the
My
win.
knows. It's scary.
But, you know, honestly, it was a freaking easy. It's like, fuck. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Then I had to turn it off. And it was like smoking now.
Hey, appreciate the
smoke
support.
from oil.
Check your DraftKings.
Nobody gets.
Hey, okay. Specs says please stop, and Specs has donated generously to the stream. And this is fucking America, so money talks. Money talks. Specs has commanded it. Palate cleanser.
Okay, so apparently what it is there's all these different rocks all around the world that are actually hollow. Entire mountains are not real. Inside of them there's ancient Vedic technology, and what it's doing is it's stealing energy out of people and it's taking it somewhere. Nobody knows where. No. And I saw this in real life. For real? Yeah.
What the fuck is this shit? Inside of the rocks, there's pipes making all these sounds?
God damn, that was so strange. You know, hey, but I respect the bingo. I respected the bingo. Oh my God. And you guys got a whole bunch of watch later videos on the corner there. Uh-oh. Good Lord. So much Bachelors of Music revealed. accidentally. Guys, I genuinely love Conor O'Malley as well. He's an incredible YouTuber. Highly recommend you watch Rap World. One of my favorites. Okay, 1,000 bits from the Amateur Joke Explainer. Please choose a new name for me. Hey, oh shit. Hey, this is a good way to end the stream, guys. We got all our brains together. What should Amateur Joke Explainer call themselves? Also, were you able to send the pin? Yes. The holidays here in Austin, though, the post service is a real piece of shit. So, if you are in the Patreon and it's been the 6 months and I have your address, then you should have had the pin is in the mail, but the post office really fucks the dog this time of the year, so it might come this next week. But anyway, Amateur Joke Explainer. What are we calling Amateur Joke Explainer? We could say aspiring. We just choose a different funny name. How about like what's the funniest words? You could just call yourself 69420, or you could call yourself what do you do for work? That would be a good name. You could call yourself are you two together? Associate degree in music. Hey, yes, diploma.
You're welcome to tug on it.
Music. Thanks for tugging on it. Schwepp from the Schwepp family. I might suggest.
You're welcome to tug on it.
You could call yourself. Maybe you could be the top. Theodore the Tug on It boat. 69 tug on it 420. Hey, that's pretty good. Tugger Carlson. That's pretty. I like that. Tugger Carlson. Blacklight District might have my favorite one. Teddy Tugs. Teddy Tugavelt. I'll let you guys. Let's take this to the Discord. The Discord. This conversation can continue. But I'm going to let you all go for your Friday evenings. I'm sure you guys might have a David Lucas show to go to or a Tyler Fisher show, and I don't want to make you guys late for that. So I'll say Happy New Year, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday for hopefully a whole week of Gutfeld with the man himself. So thanks. No more Patreon Hangouts. I think we'll do one at least. You know what? I mean, I guess I could just do one by myself. Brian is not available on Friday, so we might have to do it on a Saturday or a Sunday. But of course, we were going to do more Patreon Hangouts so that we can verify Brian is still in fact here. Make sure DJ does not win. Okay. I will see you guys on Monday for sure, and we'll get a new Patreon Hangout scheduled for you guys as well. And your pins are in the mail. And if your pin does not get here next week, well, please send me a message or email Bachelors Music, and I will find out who's responsible and sue them. Have a great weekend, guys.